internal IA tests, I think 12, 13, 14 of October. Yeah, 12, 13, 14 October, first IA test. Shortly, I think we expect OB, I think maybe last week of um, September. Next week, maybe open exam, I don't know exact dates. But surely it is on 12th, 13th, 14th, first IA. Okay. Yeah, we'll start.
Online or offline?
Online. Okay, this all depends upon the government decision. If government is going to say that you start the colleges from 1st of October, then of course we can go with offline only. The government say not allowing the college to start from October 1st, then we have to continue. So all depends upon the government decision. Maybe this week state government and central government are going to issue notification about whether to start college or not. We'll see now. That's their problem. We'll see now. Anyway, we have to complete our question. You have to prepare for examination. That's our duty. We'll do it now.
So what about open book?
Open assignment shortly, maybe I think next week. They're going to announce the timetable shortly. I think by this week. Okay. Done? Yes, we start the graph solution for game theory. Already I have shared video on YouTube, but anyway, it was somebody's video, and I'm going to take one column of game theory, which is solved by me. Okay, this is the problem. Solve the following game. Okay, you just take down this game theory problem. Of course, player A and player B, you just write down. Left side of player A, right side of player B, of course, column wise. And you have 4 strategies. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are 4 strategies for X or A, and 4 strategies of B. Okay. It is not necessary to have x1, x2, x3, x4. It can be 1, 2, 3, 4 also. Even in column 1, 2, 3, 4 also. Not necessary to show y1, y2, y3, y4. But why I have given x1, y1, I'll let you know later. Okay. You take down a column 19, 6, 7, 5, 7, 3, 14, 6, 12, 8, 18, 4, 8, 7, 13, minus 1. This is the matrix, 4 by 4 matrix. So they are just video. How many students? 126 students. Okay. Okay, done?
Yes, sir.
Anybody want some more time to write down the problem?
1 more minute.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It's okay. So I'm not in a hurry to complete. This part is very important because this covers both saddle point, dominance rule, and graphical theory. If you know this problem how to solve, then you can solve any game theory problem, 100% sure. Okay, done?
Done, sir.
Okay. Now, this is a game theory. Nothing is given here. What is the, like how you have to solve? Whether you have to solve by finding the saddle point, or using dominance rule, or using graphical theory, graphical solution. So now, the first step in the game theory is that check the saddle point. That is, finding the minimum row and the maximum column, okay, and the maximum of column and minimum of column and maximum of row, that gives the saddle point. Check out saddle point for this problem. Okay. Check out saddle point for this problem. Check the minimum value in each row. Check out the maximum value in each column. If both are same, then you are going to get saddle point. That is the value of game. Check out the minimum value in each row. Say for example, first row 5, second row 3, third row 4, and the fourth row -1. Similarly, column wise, check out the maximum value. First column 19, second 8, third column 18, fourth column 6. So because of this disparity, there is no min max is equal to not max min. Okay, it's not equal. Min max is not equal to max min. That is, the maximum value of row is not equal to the minimum value of the row is not equal to maximum value of the column. So saddle point not exists. No saddle point. You write one line there. Max min is not equals to min max. So no saddle point exists. No saddle point exists. Now you have to reduce the matrix using dominance rule. Reduce the matrix using dominance rule. Remember one thing, it's not necessarily you have to compare row all the time with respect to some other row. You can even start with the column also. Check out any column values which are dominated by any other columns. Or even check out the rows also. Check out.
Column 1 is dominant or column 2, sir?
Yes, exactly. See, column 1 is dominated by column 2. 19 greater than 6, 7, 12, 8 are greater than the corresponding values of the Y column. Right now, the values in Y column are greater than or equal to the values in Y2. So we can say that the column 1 is dominated by column 2. So delete column 1. Similarly, check out column 3. Column 3 also.
Y3, sir,
Y3, yeah, column 3, Y3, 7, 14, 18, 13 are more than the values of either Y2 or Y4, right? No. Column 3 values, Y3 values are greater than the values of Y2 or Y4. So Y3 also dominated by column 2 or 4. So delete column 1 and 3. Delete column 1 and 3. Just like this, okay, you have to, sorry. Can keep like this. I'm trying, in fact, with a lot many things. Anyway, you know, next class most probably I'm trying to use all the tools in PowerPoint presentation and all. Okay, this is basically to compare. Okay, the values of Y3 are greater than the values of Y4. So meantime here.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, we are not solving this by graphical method.
I'm not told that which method you have to use right now. Just to keep on reducing matrices 2 by 2. Remember, in a game theory, we have to find the value of a game and the strategy for player A and strategy for player B. Right now, this is the objective of the problem. Right now, basically in a game theory, we are finding the strategy for the player A, strategy for the player B, and the value of game. Is what the objective. Now, because this problem is given now, of course, this is a problem given, right? This is a problem given now. Nothing is given. Okay, whether to solve graphically or dominance rule and all. So first of all, you are finding saddle point because maximum is not equal to minimax. That's why it is those saddle point exists. So you have to go for next level is dominance rule. That's why you have got this level. Okay, dominance rule. You see now why you can't do dominance rule. Why you have to go for graphical? I'll let you know those things also. Okay, now, right? We are solving graphically only, but I'll tell you now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll tell you now why you are going for graphical. So this is how I'm trying now. I'm trying the tools like comparing. So like Y values are more than Y2. Similarly here, Y3 values are more than Y4. So that we are deleting Y1 and Y2. Right now, it's what? Reduce matrix using dominance rule. Column 1 and 3 dominated by column 2 and 4. So delete column 1 and 3. Reduce matrix using dominance rule. Column 1 and 3 dominated by column 2 and 4. So delete column 1 and 3. Now you have got this matrix. Okay, this matrix. So x1, x2, x3, x4, y2, y4 are as it is now. Okay. You got this matrix right now? Got this matrix?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, done.
Yes, sir.
Now you now check out the rows now. Rows. I don't know. I told that you have to reduce the matrix into 2 by 2. That's it. 2 by 2.
So 3 is dominated by 4, sir.
Okay. Row 3 dominated by row 4, right now? Row 3. Check out now x3. X3.
No, sir.
Row 4. Row 4. Row 4. X4. 7 is less than 8. Minus 1 less than 4. Correct. Row 4 means x4 dominated by x3. So delete x4. Right now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now x4. It is x4. The values of x4 are less than x3. So delete x4. Now you got this matrix. This matrix. Row 4 dominated by row 3. So delete row 4. Now you got this matrix. This matrix. Now to reduce what I told take the average of the values. Okay. Because column already 2 columns you got. Only you have to reduce the rows. Okay, you have to reduce row only. So you have to delete one row right now. So what you do, you have to take the average value. Check out now. First row average, first and second row average, and compare with third row. Or take the average of second row and third row. Compare with the first row. Take the average of 1 and 3. Check with the 2. Likewise, check out all the possibilities now. And check out whether any values are less than or equal. 69, 4.5, 6.5, 5.5 comes. So 4.5, 5.5. So variation is there. Next to 5.5, 5.
The row x1 is dominated by average of x2 and x3.
Row 1, x1, x1.
X1 is dominated by average of x2 and x3.
8, 3, 11, 5.5. How come? 5.5? No, 5.5. No.
Less than 6.
Less than, no? Less than. It's not possible, no? We want the less than values, not greater than values.
They're not possible for any combinations.
Yeah. Okay, I tried. Okay, I tried and solving. Okay, now you got this matrix. All of you got the matrix. See, now you got this matrix. You can't, by taking average of x1, x2, compare with x3, taking average of x2, x3, compare with x1, taking average of x1, x3, compare with x2. So by doing all these, you can't reduce the matrix into 2 by 2. Okay, and of course there is no saddle point also here. So not possible to reduce that further using dominance tool. Okay, that's what. Now this is called as M into 2 game. M into 2 game. M means number of rows, player A. M into 2 game. Okay, write down this one. Please write down this one. This is M into 2 game because there are 2 games are there. 2 into M, M into 2. If it is M into 2 means it is for player B. Means whatever the graph you are going to draw, it's for player B. Remember, when you are going to get to 2 columns and the number of rows are more, then you are going to plot the graph with respect to the player B strategy. If it is 2 into M, then you are going to plot the graph with respect to A, player A. Because this is M into 2, means number of rows are more than 2, columns are 2 only. So this game is for player B. This game is for player B because the 2 columns are there. Same problem, suppose there are only 2 rows, x1 and x2. If you have more columns, y2, y3, y4, something like that, then it becomes 2 into M game. It's for player A. This is for player B now, M into 2 game. So write down at the downside y and 1 minus y. Y and 1 minus y. Basically, to get in the strategy of get the probability of winning the game by y, whether 0 or 1. So that's why we're going to write y and 1 minus y, 1 minus y. Okay. Next, you please write down this one here. Let y be the probability of selection of alternative 1 by player B. That 3 remove, that's the page number 3 actually. Okay, by mistake it came. Please write down, let y be the probability of selection of alternative 1 by player B, and 1 minus y be the probability of selecting alternative 2 by player B. Alternative 1 and alternative 2. If it's alternative 1, then y. If alternative 2, then 1 minus y. Let y be the probability of selection of alternative 1 by player B, and 1 minus y be the probability of selecting alternative 2 by player B. Now derive the expected gain function of player B with respect to each alternatives of A. Now derive the expected gain function of player B with respect to each alternatives of A. Means he has got y and 1 minus y. These are the two probabilities, y and 1 minus y. Let y be the probability of selection of alternative 1 by player B, and 1 minus y be the probability of selecting alternative 2 by player B. Now derive the expected gain function of player B with respect to each alternatives of A. Now this what? This is the very simple. You don't have to worry too much here. You please write down this one. You have 3 alternatives for A, player A, that is x1, x2, x3, nothing but 1, 2, 3. And B's expected payoff function. B's expected payoff function. See here, you have this table, that is 6y plus 5 into 1 minus y. Second, 3y plus 6 into 1 minus y. Third alternative, 8y plus 4 into 1 minus y. This one. 6y plus 5 into 1 minus y. You simplify it, you're going to get y plus 5. Second alternative, 3y plus 6 into 1 minus y. 3y plus 6 minus 6y, that is 6 minus 3y. Thirdly, 8y plus 4 into 1 minus y. You're going to get to 4y plus 4. Anybody got doubt here? Anybody got doubt, you can ask me. Today I'm planning to wind up game theory chapter unit. It's already 4th week of war.
Sir, please explain it again in brief.
This one, payoff matrix. Huh? Okay.
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Now you reduce this matrix, okay? M into 2. Okay. M into 2 means y1, y2. So whatever the strategy you're going to find is for player B. If it is 2 into M, then for player A. Okay, no? Understood this one? M into 2 for Y, for player B.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now what we are doing is, we are going to give that probability. So for example, Y2, it is Y2 is going to use one probability of Y. y4 is going to the probability of 1 by 1 minus y. Okay, that's it. You write y into 1 minus y. See here. Let y be the probability of selection of alternative 1 by player B. Y is the probability of selection of alternative 1 by player B, and 1 minus y be the probability of selecting alternative 2 by player B. That's why written here y and 1 minus y. Okay, you simulate y into 1 minus y. Suppose, remember here, if you don't get 3-4 columns here, y2, y4, y5, like this, you get to y1, y2, y3, y4, like this, you're getting 4 columns, and only 2 rows you have, say x1, x2. Then you're going to write x for the first row, second 1 minus x for second row. Understood now? If it is 2 into 4, 2 into m game, if it is
Yes,
2
sir.
into m game, if you have only 2 rows, multiple columns, then you are not going to write y 1 minus y. You're going to write x 1 minus x. Now, so y is the probability for player B if you want to choose one alternative. 1 minus y is the probability for B if you want to use 2 alternatives. So now, see here, simple here. 6 into y plus 5 into 1 minus y. First alternative. Second alternative, 3 into y plus 6 into 1 minus y. Third alternative, 8y plus 4 into 1 minus y. Done?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Plus 5 into 1 minus y.
So please show the next slide.
Next slide, yeah. This one, right now? Yeah, now 6y plus
Yes.
5 into 1 minus y. So simplify it, you're going to get y plus 5. Second, 6 minus 3y. And the fourth, 4y plus 4. Simplification only. Adding. At the right column, you can say B's expected gain. B's expected gain. So y is equal to 0, y is equal to 1. Now for this equation, you put y is equal to y, y is equal to 0, you're going to get y is equal to 5. You put y is equal to 1, then you're going to get 6. Second equation, y is equal to 0, you're going to get 6. Y is equal to 1, you're going to get 3. Third, y is equal to 0, you get 4. Y is equal to 1, you're going to get 8. These are the values of y. When y is equal to 0, y is equal to 1. Simple. And the values of y and y values 5, 6, 6, 3, 4, 8.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I'm going to tell you here only. Say for example, you have 2 into m matrix. Then you're going to get left side B's alternative and A's expected payoff 6x plus 5 into 1 minus x. Likewise, 3x plus 6 into 1 minus x. Likewise. So here you're going to get A's expected gain. X is equal to 0, x is equal to 1. That's it. If it is 2 into m game. Okay, now this for m into 2 game, that's why you're going to get B's expected payoff function and the B's expected gain. If it is 2 into m game, then B's alternatives, A's expected payoff function and the A's expected gain, then x is equal to 0, x is equal to 1. That's all. If you're going to get 2 into m game. Got the values now 5, 6, 6, 3, 4, 8. Now you have to plot the graph. Check out the maximum value you got here 8 value, and here you got 6 value. Now you just take y is equal to 0, y is equal to 10. You draw 2 vertical lines at a distance of 1 unit. That is each 0.1, 0.2, 0.3 because you have the probabilities. So y is equal to 0, y is equal to 1. So 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5 up to 1.0. You draw 2 lines here. 2 lines. Mark all the values 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 9, or you can 10 also. And here mark up to 10 values. You have to plot the gain functions on a graph. not visible properly. I know it. I think because I think so. Visible? It's visible. Is it visible for you, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes. So at last one trainer voice came. I thought people are just on switch on and went outside. Okay. Now you are drawing two lines at a distance of 1 unit. That is y is equal to 0, y is equal to 1. Each you mark as 0.1 to 1.0, 0.2, 0.3 and all. So they vertically you're going to write 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 10. Here 1, 2, 3 up to 10. Suppose there is any negative values in the graph in the here. Suppose if you get any negative values here, sorry, not here. Here, suppose you get a negative values, then you have to plot below 0 line also. -1, -2, and there also -2, -2 like this you have to draw. But here, because there is no negative values here, all values are plus value 5, 6, 6, 3, 4, 8. You have drawn only plus values above baseline. Otherwise, you have to draw below also -1, -2, and all. After drawing lines, two lines, just let me know. Y is equal to 0, y is equal to 1. Done? Done?
Yes, sir.
Drawn two lines. Yes, simple. Okay.
Sir.
Done? Now,
Yes, sir.
one value now. When y is equal to 0, 5, y is equal to 1, 6. Now you can say here. So 5 and 6. See, y is equal to 0. y is equal to 0, you have 5. Y is equal to 1, you have 6. So connect 5 and 6. Mark as alternative 1, A1. When y is equal to 0, you have 5. When y is equal to 1, you have got a 6. So connect 5 and 6 and mark as alternative 1, A1. Similarly, y is equal to 0, 6. y1 equal to 1, 3. So now 6 and 3. Now y is equal to 0, 6. y is equal to 1, 3. Now connect 6 and 3, mark it as alternative 2. Then 6 and 3. And third, y is equal to 0, 4. y is equal to 1, 8. So y is equal to 0, 4. y is equal to 1, 8. So 4 and 8. You mark it as alternative 3, A3. Hope you drawn 3 lines, A1, A2, A3. Yes, sir, from these values.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Anybody wants me to wait or repeat? Anybody wants me to repeat?
No, sir.
Easy, no? Nothing is there. It's very easy, in fact. You don't have to worry too much here. Done? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Sir.
Yeah. You want me to wait for some time?
Continue, sir.
Continue. Okay. Now you have three lines. You can see here there is a bounded region here because this is for the B. Remember here you have two columns, Y and Y column, Y2, Y4 column. So I told this for the B only, B only. So what you're doing is you're going to plot the bounded region here for a B here, here like this. See, if you want see below region for A, below region for A, above for B. Now we are going to focus only for B. Now 6 to here, from here to here and here to here, you draw a line. You just a dark line you draw. Okay, so like cursor. Okay, 6 to this point, where you going to one more intersection point here, then draw up to here, up to 8. So mark this line as a like just strike out this point, like sorry, shade this point, shade to get the region from 6. One more point is the intersection point here, one more point is there here, and this. This is the region for B strategy. This entire region for above.
So from 6 to which point we have to draw the line?
Intersection of points, there is no intersection of 5 and 3 and 5 and 4. You have got 6 one point there, no intersection point there, no intersection of two graphs, right? No.
So there are two
Yes, sir.
points.
Yeah, you just mark above, mark above. Unfortunately, it is not visible. Even for me, not visible. Okay, I'll just check out now if I want to reduce. No, even if I'm not going to see. Can you see now at least a little bit?
So you can zoom.
No, sir.
Huh?
So on the right side, so below, so you have the option to zoom.
Yeah. Daily I'm trying to get good. Yes. You should teach me like this. Good. See now, here 6, right now? 6 and 3. You got, and one more thing, 5 and 6. You get an intersection point, is there no intersection point? So from 6 to that point, then you just go here. You will have one more point, that is a 4 and 8 intersection point. 6 and 3, one more point is there. From here, then go up to 8. So this is the region called bounded region for B. Bounded region for B player. From 6 to this intersection, one more intersection, and here, above this point, above this, is for the B's region. Okay. Anybody got doubt here? So from here to here intersection, one more line here intersection, and then directly from here to 8. So these point from here to here, here to here. So above point is the B's region. B's. Done? Done?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, see, B trying to minimize the maximum loss. B is trying to minimize the maximum loss. The lowest point among 4 points. One point here, one is here, one more here, one more here at 8. These are the 4 points for B. 1.8, one is here, one is here, one is here. So this is the lowest point for B. Now check out this point where you're going to get to 2 lines are intersecting. 2 lines are intersecting. Okay, that is A1 and A2 intersecting. Check out here. Here, from here A2 and from here A1. So in this point, 2 lines are intersecting, A1 and A2. 2 lines are intersecting, A1 and A2. This point. You choose this lowest point. Now you are going to get A1 and A2. Okay. Just show you now. Sorry. Yeah. A1, A2, A3 are alternate strategies. B strategy is minimax. Select the lowest point in the region, lowest intersection point, A1 and A2. So now what happens here? You are going to get this one. A1 and A2. 6, 5, 3, 6. Here,
So please pardon that the previous
yeah,
slides.
here, in this lowest point, two lines intersecting, right now, A1, right now, A1, that is 6 and 5, right now. One more, 3 and 6. These two are intersecting. This is the lowest point. Lowest point, sorry, lowest point. Now you are selecting two alternatives, A1 and A2. A1 and A2. So here A1, A2 means what? That is a 6, 5, 3, 6. So here 6, 5, 3, 6. I'll repeat once again. Okay. This is the point, the lowest point here. In this point, two lines are crossing, intersecting. One is A1, that is 6 and 5. Second A2, 3 and 6. So in this point, you have got A1, A2 are intersecting. So here in A1, A2, that is A1, A2 means X1, X2, 6, 5, 3, 6. So right here, 6, 5, 3, 6. That is A1, A2, Y2, Y4.
So what if we were calculating it for A, sir? So how do we select the point?
Good. In this case, in that case, suppose you're going to do for A,
2 cross M.
you're going to do for A, then you're going to choose this point here to here to the maximum point here, because B wants to maximize the minimum gain. So this point becomes A region down. You're going to plot here A4 to this point, from here to here marking. So if you're going to get the maximum point here, you're choosing here. For B, you're going to choose the lowest point. For A, we're going to choose the maximum point. Want to solve one more problem, no issues. I'm not in a hurry to complete. Okay, now we'll do one more problem for A strategy. Okay, now
Okay, sir.
I'll do one more. Don't have to worry. I'm do it till you get answered. I'm not going to stop. You got this matrix now? What is the matrix now? 6, 5, 3, 6.
Yes, sir.
Take
So
the
can I
previous.
just, previous slides.
Huh?
Sir, previous.
Previous slide, sir.
Previous slide. This one. This one.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I think I have to share all my videos to you all now through Google Classroom. Are not shared?
No, sir, you have to share.
No, sir, not shared, sir. We need shared recorded videos.
Share today of the class. Okay, don't worry. Everything is already saved. It's recorded, no? I will don't send it to you to Google Classroom. You can read it and save. A1, A2, A3 are three alternatives. B strategy is to minimax. So select the lowest point in the region. So you are going to get the lowest intersection points are A1, A2. Okay, this one A1, A2, A1, A2, lowest intersection points. Okay, that's why you are going to get this matrix A1, A2, Y2, Y4. This was previously Y2, Y4. So 6, 5, 3, 6. Done.
So previous slide, please.
This one, huh? This one.
Yes, sir.
Nothing is there, of course. Only to, you are going to see this point, the lowest point, and directly you are going for choosing the A1 and A2. So suddenly you're going to get A1, A2. Okay. Now you have reduced the matrix into 2 by 2. Now what you have to do is, you have to find the strategies for player A and the strategy for player B. Is what? 6, 5, 3, 6. Same, do oddments. Difference of 6, 5, 1, second row. Difference of 3, 6, 3, the first row. Difference of first column, 6, 3, 3 in the second column. Difference of 6 and 5 in the first row, first column. Got now? Same thing, called as oddments. 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 They're all oddments. Basically showing the strategies. Have the probability of getting the strategy. Understood now? Difference of first row 6, 5 written on second row. Difference of second row 3 and 6 written on first row. Difference of 6, 3 first column written on second column. Difference of second column 6 and 5 written on first column. So now 3 by 1 plus 3, 1 by 3 plus 1 plus 3 plus 1. So 3 by 4. So here 1 by 1 plus 3, so 1 by 4. 3 by 1 plus 3, 1 by 3 by 4. So the optimal strategies for A are A1 3 by 4, A2 1 by 4. So because there is no alternatives 3 and 4, put 0, 0. These optimal strategies are, there is no y1 column, so 0, y2 column 1 by 4, y3 illa 0, y4 3 by 4. So these are the optimal strategies for player A and player B. Now value of game, simple, 6 into 3 plus 3 into 1 divided by 3 plus 1 is equals to 21 by 4. Done.
Yes, sir.
Yes. You give some gap now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we'll give some gap now for 10-15 minutes. So straight away you join. Okay, so straight away we'll
Excuse me.
Yes, boss. Tell me. Yeah. Yeah.
Sir, I have one doubt.
Yeah.
Sir, what that value matrix value of game indicates or what it signifies?
What did Y signifies, sir? Exactly. Repeat.
Sir,
No,
he's
sir.
asking,
What
what does the
value
value
of
of game indicate?
the
One person. Dinesh, huh? Dinesh. Huh?
Sir, he is asking what does the value of game represent?
What is the value of game represents? Outcome. Outcome of game. Okay, outcome of game. Understood. Total outcome of game outcome, by using all probabilities, by using all strategies of player A and player B, what is the outcome?
Okay, sir.
Outcome of the game. You can let you know once again in the next class. Then 11 o'clock. Hope you understood. If anything are there, you can directly call me. No issues. Absolutely no problem. Right? I'm always there for helping out. Don't worry. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you.